check, mic check. Are we live? Are we alive right now? Happy Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh.
we live.
We have a special guest in the house today, so it's going to be really great. And Carla and D3 are in Las Vegas, Sin City. We'll talk about their adventure and about our guest today. All right, stand by, guys.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Yo, happy Sunday, everybody. My name is DJ Kid Mango. We've got Carla and D3 in Sin City, Vegas.
Hey.
Vacationing and having fun. And we've got Coach Anthony. And Coach Anthony brought a guest, was previously on his podcast. And we brought her in to talk about more about finances. And we heard that she has like 1,000 credit cards. Is that true?
Maybe 1,000.
1,000. Like, holy moly. No, she has 26, 27 credit cards. And she has a vlog that we would love to hear more about and her journey with finance and education. It's so fun. You know what's so fun? It's not funny, but, you know, as social media is getting big now and the 3 years we've been into this pandemic, you're hearing more and more about education, about finances and how important it is. And, you know, Florida just passed a law requiring high schoolers to have a class in financial education. 30, 40, 50 years later, right? You know, it's important to have that, you know, because as we all know that, you know, if the younger you are to start your education in finance, the better you are when you're 30 or 40 or 50 years old. So super exciting. You know, Anthony's just, you know, one of our coaches about finance and then bringing more people back into our podcast. So great, guys. So update on me. I'm on Percocet. I gotta. So 2 years ago, my feeling of like, yeah, right, big whammy.
Emotional, damn it.
It's my feeling fell out 2 years ago. It was during COVID, and I just put it off and off and off, and so it's affected. Now I'm gonna have a root canal, and it, you know, it was hurting. It's like from here to your right to your middle of your forehead, and so my surgery is on Thursday, so between now and then I got antibiotics and all that. Anyways, but oh yeah, anybody's ever been in Percocet before? Holy shit!
Well,
Percocet had me loopy. I know Percocet had me goofy.
before, and I can't take that stuff. I can't take Vicodin. Like after surgery, I've had that stuff. That's
Oh
what makes
yeah.
my skin crawl. I end up
Yeah,
throwing
yeah, yeah.
it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna bring in Chloe after our segments, and then we're gonna introduce her too. So we're gonna do a proper introduction. I think I have an intro. Hopefully she'll like it. It's a fun fact. I know you got. I told you guys I lived in Korea, 87. I was there for the Olympics until I was a junior. Almost graduated high school there. I was a Navy brat living there in Yongsan, Seoul. So it's fun. I don't know if Chloe speaks Korean. Speak Korean a little bit. Understand? Oh, she can hear us. No, I do. She does. I know bad words. That's all I know. I'm joking. So I have a lot of my friends there from Seoul American. Actually, 2 years ago, we did a reunion with a lot of my Seoul American high school friends. It was pretty interesting. It's I think it's on YouTube. All right, so guys, remember we are latchkey kids. At least me, Carla, D3, and part of Anthony. So I love watching TV shows back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So this one is a little bit in the next 10, 15, 10, 20 years. So you might know this. Here you go. What is that? My bad.
Right.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, here he goes. Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. Come on. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. Chloe, do you know it? You're not the boss of me now. I know she's backstage.
I know what you're talking about because the song was
It's not
actually
Who's the Boss,
it was
though,
actually
right?
it was actually faster than that. Like, you're not the boss of me now. Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, there you go. Malcolm in the Middle. Sitcom back in had 7 seasons, 151 episodes. Came out in what year was that? 2000, right in the millennial, so 2006. And so Malcolm in the Middle was an American family television show created by Lynn Boomer for Fox. So Linwood Boomer, fun fact, was in Little House on the Prairie. And he created that Malcolm according to his life. Yep. And then Frankie Muniz thought he blew the audition when he applied for Malcolm in the Middle, and of course they made sure not to reveal Malcolm's age at first. They decided to as they were going along to make middle school. Anyways, so Malcolm in the Middle. I didn't watch every episode. Did you guys watch? Were you like a fan of Malcolm in the Middle?
I wasn't.
No, I didn't watch. I know
No,
some of them.
I
Yeah,
didn't watch
they
it.
were dysfunctional though, for real.
Yeah, they were. They were like the newer version of Married with Children, kind of in a way. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a little bit more extreme. And they had a reunion with all the cast except for the youngest one. And the rumor, actually, it's not a rumor. It's because the youngest one, I guess, was in love with Frankie Muniz. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. 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 Anyway, not bad, but it was something like that. Malcolm in the Middle. All right. Carla, D3, how's Vegas?
It's lovely. It feels
Yeah,
so good out
it's
here.
it's dope. They got a breeze, so it's not super duper hot. The sun is starting to go down, so
Yeah.
we're loving it.
Yeah, it's desert weather, so it's in between, winter and spring, and so it's really nice out there. It's when summer hits, like holy shit, you're like walking in an oven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very
I
good.
don't do the 120 degrees on the back of your neck. Using deodorant 4 and 5 times a day.
Yeah,
Put deodorant on the back of your neck,
Yeah.
just to keep it cool.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Come on, in the middle.
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. Hey, Carl, just to let you guys know, Carl, we will have a new segment with Carl next week, Sunday. He is the expert in money investing and all that. So we'll have to look out for that. All right, D3, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, here you go.
Well, recently I've been thinking about different things that are going on in my life and how much older I've gotten, and certain regrets and certain things that I'm proud that I was able to achieve. And it got me to thinking about high school and middle school as well as elementary school. And there were certain things that I'm glad that I was able to experience, and other things not so much. Um, I was told by a source that rich people stayed on my side of the city in Salisbury. Well, we weren't rich. We had breakfast for dinner plenty of times. But and I know what free lunch tastes like. Yeah, and having breakfast for dinner. Yeah. But some things that I kind of regretted in school was learning more about musical instruments, because I really enjoy music now. So my mom got me a trombone, but I was too busy making fart noises to actually read music and stuff like that too. I have a regret about that. But there's certain things that kind of work my nerves now that I didn't learn in school. And one of the things was we were able to learn a lot about making toolboxes and sheet metal and making aprons, but financial literacy wasn't something that we were focused upon. So that's why we're glad that Chloe's here on this particular podcast to talk about financial literacy as my nephew photo bombs. And so my question to all of y'all is, what are some of your fondest memories of high school, things that you like and things that you didn't like about high school or middle school or elementary school that you wish you knew or wish you would partake in as an adult? I'm all in your business. I'm D3. I got questions.
Actually, that's great. Like you said, Florida just passed a law requiring high school seniors to graduate with a financial education class, and that's actually pretty good. I know we have a photo bomber back there. He's having the time of his life back there. But yeah, it's coming to fruition. Is education, more financial education, even to the point where, hey, we're going to start an IRA for you, or an education fund. Even say maybe in middle, yeah, maybe like in middle school. Say, hey, we're going to start a educational fund for you. Of course, working with your parents because they're the ones going to give you the money, right?
Well, the cool thing with the 529 plan is that anybody can contribute to it. And the cool thing about it, if they're in the same state as you are, you actually get the state deductions up to,
Okay.
I think, about 10,000. Yeah, up to
Yeah.
10,000 you can actually put in for the 529 plan in your respective states. But obviously, everybody who's listening, double check with your state 529 plans.
Yeah. 529s, IRA, mutual funds,
Yep.
some safe bets, that's actually investments for the long run. So you kind of invest it and forget about it next 10, 20, 30 years. And by the time, you're my age or D3's age, you have some cushion. Or you can use that money to start a business, whatever, and all
Mhm.
that. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah, I think it's coming to fruition now, D3, where the financial education is now implemented in high school. So hopefully, I know Florida. I'm sure some states do that now, but California doesn't have that now. But hopefully, we will.
I had a business class that I was taking when I lived in Arizona, and in the course of one of the exams was to come up with some type of plan, a financial plan and come up with a business plan and how that business would succeed. And one thing that I came up with was, I called it the Guardian Plus program. And what it was it's like a debit card, but it had a child's name on it, the child of that specific household. So that child would actually have that debit card and certain money allocated to it per month, depending on their
Gotcha.
grades. And if their grades were fine, then a certain amount that would actually, it wouldn't be really physical money. It was
Yeah.
basically a voucher to a grocery store that is close to that within their neighborhood or close to their home. So they would
Okay.
actually use that, but there's certain things, certain stipulations that they couldn't use it, the money or the voucher for alcohol or tobacco or anything like that, but they could actually use it directly for groceries. So it was like
Gotcha.
almost like a stipend, but it was in a debit card form.
That's
To where,
So like an EBT card for kids.
right.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
you think about it, a lot of kids, a lot of times they're going to school hungry. So if you're hungry, you're not thinking about that test. You could care less. But if you could contribute to making groceries for Thanksgiving or something like that for your family because your grades and you're busting your tail as a kid and you contribute, there's a little bit of pride that goes into it while they're learning. So I ain't gonna brag or nothing, but I got an A on that. But I wish there was something that was like that could be implemented nationwide. Because you got kids out there that are just defying the odds and they're doing whatever they can as far as their grades are concerned, but they have other stressors that are on them because kids shouldn't have to make grown-up decisions. And hunger is a grown-up decision. That's for the parents or that guardian, not for the kid.
Yeah.
Have you thought about patenting your idea at least?
It's kind of hard to patent an idea, but I can try to.
You can patent your idea.
To get back into it,
Like you don't have to have a finished product, just the idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then, long as you said like, "Hey, you had the research, did everything for it, and already found a need for it," so you can't patent it.
Yeah, sure can.
Knock it out. Because that one kid, I think he patented the idea of having like multiple cards on one credit card because his dad kept using different cards to go when they went to, I think it was at the hotel, and then he was actually using it at the park and all that stuff like that. And it was like, the kid patented the idea of having multiple cards on one card when you go on vacation. So now it's like when you go to Universal, you can have your room key that also takes care of your dinner fees and actually at the park and all that stuff like that. But they had this kid royalties because he came with the idea.
Yeah, I think that good looking out. That makes a lot of sense because I definitely would like to partner with having that and then partner with different grocery store chains depending on what part of the country they're in. Like on the West Coast, like you might have Vons or Ralph's or something like that, and then down south you have Kroger or Safeway, what have you.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's something you can research and look into.
Yeah.
Well, I'll partner with you. We can invest. we can all do that. That's kind of our project.
Yeah. It just sounds like something that a kid would actually like to do. Help out the parents.
Awesome. All right, Anthony, are we ready?
We are ready.
All right, Coach Anthony, money moves.
All right, everybody. So my name is Anthony, and I am the host of the About That Water podcast show. So to continue on with the Women's History Month, I actually want to end out, I believe this is the last episode for this month, with this book, which is Tiffany Aliche, The Budgetnista, Get Good with Money. So I read a passage about this before. It was about like managing your debt and so forth. But this chapter, which is chapter 6, when you get a chance to get the book, is talking about learn how to earn. So I'm going to skip a few paragraphs if you already have the book so you can read along with me. So they say the key to bringing in more income is not to grind yourself into the ground to make it happen. What good is more money if you're too tired to enjoy it? I want you to get good with money, but I also want you to live a good life. That's why I teach the approach to increase your income, to increase your take-home pay. That's not about suffering, but about strategy. So I don't want to dive into all the fun stuff that she has here, but I wanted to leave you all with that as something to think about, especially as we have Chloe here from Off Our Hustle, that talks about bringing in that extra income. And granted, a lot of us can save as much as we want to and find out the different ways to save money from our day-to-day budgets, day-to-day lifestyles. But also, how can we start using our day-to-day lifestyles to start bringing in more income? And I'm going to leave it to Chloe once her segment comes in to kind of explain that a little bit more about how to use the credit card to bring in more income as cash flow instead of using it to your detriment of your debt.
You know, it's crazy that we're learning a lot from each other about the financial education. I think in the past 10, 20 years, at least the past 5 years, I've met so many people who have or being or mentors to me in financial education, and not just with us now. Now you say now the government and state is doing that, and so do you think, guys, the pandemic has really changed the motivation or the justification of like really taking care of your money?
Yeah.
That's,
Because
yeah.
if you think about it, like nobody wants to go back to work.
Yes.
In the
Then
office.
you think about it at the same time too. People just blew through that stimulus money. Oh, it's free, bam, and just blew through it, and then it's stuck.
Yep. And
Yep.
then they had the PPP scandal or whatever too.
Yeah.
That was because of the pandemic. But some people actually blew up because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
As far as money wise. When you think about DJ Nice.
Yeah.
DJ D, was that D Nice? I'm sorry.
Be nice.
Okay, so I messed up. So yeah, him. Like when he did the club quarantine,
Yeah.
he is really on top of things now. He was already a celeb, but now
Yeah.
he's like the number one rated person right now. when it
Yeah,
comes to DJing.
he's DJing the Oscars right now. So
Yeah. So like now we're just hooking up, networking with other people who figure it out. And so we have a special guest today. Coach Anthony had the special guest on his podcast, and I wanted to really get her on our podcast because I'm taking notes. I got my note cards here because she has found ways. I've been hustling since I was younger too. I DJ since I was 14, 15 years old, and I figured out, people can pay me money to DJ, and and that extra money would help me to fund extra things, save money, buy the newest clothes or whatever. And so now that we are, I think everybody has hustled in the way, and sometimes people don't know they're hustling. 2 or 3 or 4 jobs. But now that we have Amazon and we have eBay and now people, what's it called? Etsy, they can make stuff, like bunny rabbits and combs and whatever. and what's it called that? The cups where you put pictures around the cups, the tumblers.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say a cube.
I think people have a bad. Some people, some segment of the population still has a bad thought process when you say the word hustling too.
Yeah.
And that
Right.
needs to change. Hustling is just you doing what you got to do to make things happen. You're being a catalyst.
Yeah. So our next guest, right, Coach Anthony, she started a vlog website called Off Our Hustle. Take control of your personal finances, earn more money, grow your money, achieve financial freedom. And she has categories with credit cards, investing, side hustles, managing your money. We've heard she had 26 credit cards plus. And why? Why would you want 26 credit cards? How can you manage 26 credit cards? And she was going to share with us her journey, why she started that. And also she has some articles like 25 ways how to shop less and save money. And one article she has is how to save money while being a vegan, because I know being a vegan is very, very expensive. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. She's from California. I forgot to ask Chloe, where's she from? Anthony?
That's where she come with. Oh, she is from California.
Yeah, she says she actually stays in Orange County, California.
Orange County. Oh, okay, just up the road from me. I'm San Diego. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Chloe Cho. I like Blackpink. This is K-pop.
I love it.
All right, all right, all right. Well, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me today.
Oh, great, great, great. So, Chloe, you started off a vlog called offourhustle.com. So tell us your journey, why you started that, and more about your website.
Yeah, sure. So I actually started this in January 2021. I think I kind of got the idea with other people during the pandemic of like, you're kind of stuck at home, nothing better to do. You're looking for stuff to make more money or do something fun. And I came across this idea of a blog. And honestly, I've been doing side hustles my not entire life, but probably since like late high school, because I started tutoring in high school. And then after that, I started doing a bunch of random gigs, such as like hair modeling, repping brands such as like Xbox, Cadillac at different conferences,
Mhm.
and I don't know, like doing research studies and like selling things online. I did a lot of different side hustles. So I was just like, why not just make that into content on, put a blog about it?
Yeah.
Because everyone's looking for ways to make new money, especially during the pandemic. I think after like all the mass layoffs, after all the furloughs, people are looking ways to make new money. So
Yeah, yeah. So
I
when
started.
when did you start your vlog?
I started in January 2021.
There. So perfectly, right? So basically with a pandemic, we've all
Mhm.
kind of changed our minds and had a few weeks or a month or even a year for some of us and say, you know what can I do? How can I make more money? I know you said a lot of us had been hustling anyways before that on
Mhm.
off. Now you're making it, well, let me actually put a website on, a vlog, let me really research.
Mhm.
And I think for us and the ultra rich, and there's rich and there's wealthy, right? I
Exactly.
think they would hoard these information or pass it on within their own circle or family and friends of insurance and IRAs and investments, and then it's us, the middle class, that like are stuck trying to figure out what to do, what not to do, and you decided, you know what, I'm gonna research the stuff that I know and start putting that information out there for people to read. Who were your mentors? Who did you have? Family,
Mm,
friends?
I actually didn't have many mentors. I know my dad. So my dad actually had a tutoring business. That's kind of his entire life. Like he started a tutoring business when he was around 25. And he always wrote off taxes with that. And then he like taught me different ways of like how having a business can help you write off taxes and just like pay less in taxes in a legal way. So I was like, oh, maybe I should start a business in the future as well. So I'm a W-2 employee. I work as a software engineer, but I
Okay.
wanted to start some sort of business. And that's my blog right now. So I can be able to write off everything that I do with my blog.
Nice, nice. So are you actually making money off your vlog right now?
I am not too much. So I make money off of ads and affiliate income. So I make around $100 a month, sometimes a little bit over that. But
Mhm.
it's been a year, so I'm hoping to scale that and make a little bit more as time goes on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the same thing with us. I think me and Coach Anthony can agree. We started our podcasting journey of the stuff that we were into. He's more into the financial, and more me. I'm more because me and D3 were and Carla were DJs, so we love music, love of talking, love of communicating ideals and all that, and just bringing different people into what do you like? What do you want to hear? And of course, the hottest topic is relationships and money. you know, education and money. And of course, with me and D3 and Carla, is of course the comedy side. The real side of all these serious information. So talk about credit cards. I know credit card. I know. And back me up, guys. When credit cards first came out, I think I was one of the first ones to use a credit card in the supermarket, and people are like, "What? You're using a credit card to buy bananas?" I go, "Yeah, why not?" And because I knew, I think at that time the promotions they had, buy back dollar or whatever, or 20% off of that. So you took the credit cards and took it to a new level. So talk about your journey with credit cards.
Yeah, of course. So I actually grew up thinking that credit cards weren't the greatest thing because my parents didn't use credit cards. They only used debit and cash. So they were like, oh, don't spend money that you don't have and just kind of spend the money that you have in your checking account or on hand, so just cash. But
Mhm.
as I grew older, when I started college, I began like I just did research on my own and came to realize that credit cards were important and it's how you build credit. And also they give you rewards. So as long as you pay your statements in full every month, honestly, you'll make like 2%, 3%, depending on which credit card that you use. And I came to realize that they also have signing bonuses as well. So a lot of these signing bonuses, they'll give you like 20% back on your first like $500 that you spend, or like $1,000 that you spend. So I do this thing called credit card churning. It's basically where you open a credit card, get the signing bonus, and then after that, you'll either like downgrade it, close it, or you'll apply for another credit card and then churn it again. So I average around 20% back on all my purchases because I have so many credit cards and I churn through them. So kind of like a discount on life if you think about it.
So do you have like a software, or do you write it down where you keep track of your credit card spending or the promotions you use?
I use Google Calendars a lot to kind of manage like when I should be getting my signing bonus in. But I also use this app called Mint, which helps you track your net worth and also
Mints?
track all your.
How do you spell that? Mints?
Mint, M-I-N-T, like mint chocolate chip.
Oh, got it. Okay. Mint.
Yeah, and also it has like all your balances on all your credit cards. So I just make sure that fraudulent transactions don't go in through a credit card that I'm not using at the current moment, things like that.
So is there a reason why you have 26 plus credit cards?
So I choose not to close my credit cards after I open them and churn them, because once you close your credit cards, you actually like stop growing their age, and the age of your credit cards is actually a factor in your credit score. So
what?
If you close your credit card, it'll actually impact your credit score negatively. I think if you have 26 like I do, like closing one won't matter that much, but if you have like, let's say 2 credit cards and you close one of them, then it'll negatively impact your score, which is why I choose to keep them open. Once in a while I'll close one of them just because I'm really not using it anymore, or they'll close it for me because I haven't used it for a couple of years. But once you have so many, it doesn't matter as much. But when you have like a fewer amount, it does matter when you close your card.
Did not know that. Carla, D3, you got how many credit cards do you guys have?
10.
10? Wow. Anthony?
That's a lot more than most people.
Yeah. I have 8 myself.
Yeah, you have 8. You have 8. And so it is so I know some credit cards has miles, some has buybacks. Is there a credit card that is better than some, as far as promotions?
I'll go ahead, Anthony.
Well, you talking me or her?
I mean, yeah, Chloe, yeah, pretty much everybody, yeah.
No, yeah.
I mean, if I were to choose a credit card that's like good, like for no annual fees, I would choose the Capital One Saver One card because it gives you 3% back on groceries, entertainment, and restaurants, and it has no annual fee, so it's great. The Capital One Saver One, no annual fee, 3% back on groceries, restaurants, and entertainment, which is a lot of people's expenses. So it's a pretty good card.
Yeah. On your vlog, do you have like a ranking order of like credit cards number 1, credit card number 10?
I have an article. Actually, my very first article was the 6 best no annual fee credit cards that you can get, and I kind of detailed how I do my spending based off of the credit card. So it had Capital One Saver One, it had Chase Freedom Flex, Discover It, and like 3 more cards that are like really cool and give you a lot of cash back, and they have no annual fees.
Awesome. So side hustles. You talked about credit card side hustle. So what was your first ever side hustle?
Probably tutoring, because I started tutoring when I was like early high school, I think 9th grade, I would say. And that's mostly because like I kind of did a lot of math when I was younger, and I was like a little bit more advanced in math. So I would teach people when I was in 9th grade, and my dad also had a tutoring business. So if people thought that he was too expensive, he'd be like, my daughter knows this math too. She can teach you for a cheaper rate. So that's what I started with. And then I kind of enjoyed earning money. So I found other tutoring side hustles other than my dad's business. And then I just went on Craigslist gigs, found different jobs through Facebook, and did a ton of stuff in college to help pay my tuition.
That's thinking about the side hustle side of the house, because I didn't start getting into side hustles until I started college, and I was actually working, I think, 4 jobs at one time. So I was selling kitchen cutlery. So I was selling like Cutco knives and everything like that. If you haven't heard them, they still out, and actually do find a lot of them at thrift stores. So if you find them, please take it if you actually at a thrift store.
You said Cutco?
Yeah, Cutco, because you can actually send them back to the company. They'll clean them or send you a brand new knife for free. So
Oh,
if
okay.
it's not at your thrift store, take it. But I was doing that. I was working at Fridays as a line cook, and I was working at the movie theater. So I was working 3 jobs at one time. So I was
Wow.
hustling, like,
Right.
yeah, doing all
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a DJ. Well, I worked as a bagger in commissary. I started off at 12 years old, pushing carts first because I wasn't old enough to do bagging. And then I started bagging and then DJing. And then at one time, for a short time, I was a stripper.
Love it.
Different mannequins.
Just joking.
Hey, no
That was
judgment.
Wait, hold on. You guys like hard to believe that I could not be a stripper? Come on.
Used to wear leopard leotards.
Yeah.
With the bow
No,
tie.
it never
Oh,
crossed my
booty
mind.
cut out.
No, used to wear elephant
No.
trunk. Guess what's in my trunk?
It's a big lumpia. No, mowing grass,
I'm dead.
Shanghai.
We have
Um,
guys, don't do that.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
no, mowing grass. What was that? Bleaching the sidewalk. Don't. Yeah, in Guam, because the sidewalk gets black or mossy. I know it was bad for the environment, but I would bleach the sidewalk, spray the sidewalk, and it would make it back to white again. Anyways, yeah. But DJ was my number one hustle. After 20, 30 years of DJing, I just got, doing weddings and corporate, and then, quinceaneras and a lot of squadron parties, right, Carla? And karaoke. And then I was a karaoke DJ for a while and all that. And so like during the holidays, you would make, a couple $1,000s, from November till New Year's Eve. So
Our first party together was what, the FSS
Yeah.
Christmas party at time.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
DJ'd, I emceed it. Yeah.
yeah. How about you, Anthony? Oh, so Anthony, you had 3 jobs. Well, would you call that a hustle, or that was just like, you know what? I need
it was
money.
just something to do to stay out of the house.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
was working at the movie theater because especially on Wednesdays when they release new movies out for Thursday, like the early
Yeah.
release, you actually get to watch those before they actually release them out to the public. So you
Okay.
stay late night back when everything was on the reels.
Yeah.
Now everything's digital, but with the reels, you had to make sure everything was lining up with the audio sound. So we needed people inside the theater to make sure that the audio and the sound went right. So we had to stand up and do like this if it didn't match or something like that. So
Oh.
So you had to QC them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure that they were delivered properly, because sometimes when delivery, like when a movie, I guess, truck sends them, they
Yep.
usually send like 2 or 3 reels because you have to rotate them out because they'll get too hot because of the bulbs. So
Yeah.
you have to make sure that they weren't stretched, they weren't, out of sync or scratched up or something like that. So it's always pretty cool.
So with side hustling, I mean, there's a difference. There's 2 things: passive income, Chloe, right, and active, right? What are the 2 different ones, and what's working for you as far as the 2 different kinds of incomes?
So I have my full-time job right now, which is my biggest stream of active income since it's 40 hours a week, software engineering. But I'm trying to build my passive income streams because I don't know if I want to do this whole 9-to-5 life. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're all doing, right? But that's why I started my blog, actually, because I know blogs can make passive income through ads and affiliate income, also through like sponsorships later on. So of course, it's like you have to hustle hard to grow that passive income stream. So nothing is 100% passive, but I'm doing that right now so that later on, maybe 10 years down the line, I might be able to go part-time with my full-time job, or I could also quit my full-time job. That would be great. So I think passive income, like, of course, it's never 100% passive, but it's things that you can build up over time, and eventually you'll be making money while you sleep, and it'll be a decent amount. Hopefully that's the goal.
Yeah, I might have to join you with that one day, because like recently, because of the gas prices,
Mm.
Oh my god, gas
Talk
prices.
to
Didn't
you.
even talk about it, California.
That's right. Isn't it like $8 over there?
I've seen above 6 so far. I'm in Orange County,
Yeah.
though, so I don't know.
It's like
Yeah.
$5 or something here.
Yeah, about 6 here in San Diego. Yeah, about $6.
Well, I'm glad I'll stick with my 370 something over here then.
I know.
Wow.
And so
Because
yeah.
in the state of Maryland, Hogan actually got rid of the 32-cent state tax or something like that for 30 months. I mean, not 30 months, 30 days. And so the gas prices just dropped so crazy. But also to help out, I have a Costco card, which gives me cash back. I got the executive card, so I get cash back at the end of the year.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what we got. Yep.
Plus, I get the 3% cash back on my Chase card. So I'm
Uh-huh.
like, win-win. Get my 3% immediately, and I get the rest of it at the end of the year. So that's the reason why I've been using Costco. Plus, you save an extra 10 cents or 20 cents, whatever at Costco, just for getting it down. Not advertising Costco. Say this,
Hey,
it's not
I am. No, I'm just playing, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're advertising when they cut the check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
So Chloe and everybody can jump in. In investing, what would, if someone like, I've not invested anything except for my 401k. What would be like the basic, like, this is pretty much a safe bet. Obviously, you want to start as early as possible when you're making money, or even when you have money. What would be the best investment advice to start with, at least?
I think a lot of people might agree with this, but probably opening a Roth IRA is like the number one thing. Yeah, because you can invest $6,000 per year if you make under a certain income threshold, and then it grows tax free. So since it's post tax, it's already taxed, so you can grow it for however long you want, pull it out at retirement, and you never have to pay income taxes on it. It's awesome. So I always max out my Roth IRA every year, and it's the best thing that people can do to start off. And you can always pull out your contribution. So if you contribute 5,000 and it grows to 6,000, you could pull that 5,000 out, no penalty, and use it for whatever you want if you happen to need it.
Yeah.
And I do want to add on that as a caveat. If you're married, filing separate, you cannot contribute to a Roth IRA. I found that out this year.
Oh, interesting. Really?
Yep.
I actually didn't know that. I'm not married yet, so don't even think about it.
Yeah, you miss out on, so pretty much if you're single and if you're married filing jointly, it's the only way to really take advantage of any tax code. Soon as you marry filing separate, you lose out on so many tax advantages from that standpoint. So I just want to stress that out for anybody that's out there that are married filing separately. You miss out on so much. So.
Yeah, with 401k, most of us, like a lot of us, either retired from the military or had TSP or 401k, and a lot of companies will match your contribution. Those are actually pretty good, and all that. So, is there one better than the other as far the 401ks or TSPs or all that, or is it Roth and IRA pretty much, or mutual funds probably the best?
Oh, can I'd say take a step back just a little bit. First off, a lot of people contribute to their 401ks or their TSP, but they don't even look at it. So first thing will be to actually look at what you're getting invested in. And when it comes to the TSP, the G fund is usually what the standard right now is that most people go into, but not understanding that the G fund is like, it has very little growth. So Dave Ramsey has his recommendations, and I have my own recommendations. But I would say the safest bet, obviously, is to talk to your financial advisor. But if anything that you do, just get out the G fund. Just if you're in the TSP, just get it out of the G fund to something else. So
yeah. So do you have 401k, Chloe, at your job?
I do, yeah. I max out that every year as well, and we have a Roth 401k, so that's also not taxed, which is awesome.
Nice.
It's all post tax.
Okay, so now as far as insurance, what are you both take? I know Anthony and Chloe, I'm asking both you guys because what are your recommendations or opinions on life insurance or any group insurance or all that?
Well, when it comes to life insurance, It really depends on what your exit strategy is, which is we all going to die. So,
Yeah.
so if you look at it with term life insurance, obviously it's set up a term, and then if you don't use it, lose it. But you can also invest the difference. With the whole life, is that you only can. It's similar to your Roth IRA, which means that whatever you put in, you can actually take out or borrow against the whole amount and take that out while you're living.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't know that you can actually take money out while you're living at the whole life insurance. So again, Dave Ramsey is a huge advocate for not getting whole life insurance. He's a huge advocate for term life insurance because obviously you can either invest your money directly to your personal investment accounts or like TD Ameritrade or we call it Vanguard, which is pretty much very popular. So you can invest at difference there. It has a term life on the side, plus it's a lot cheaper. So just understanding those avenues on what your lifestyle is, and I'll say add on a tips and tricks thing, which some people do it. Most like big, I guess you could say big investors, what they do is allow the children take out a whole life insurance on the grandparents. So when the grandparents pass, the actual children get it, and they keep it rotating that way. So keep the grandchildren, and so everybody will be living off of that from the investment side of the house, and that's how I view life insurance. But me personally, I would definitely stick with the term.
Term life. Yeah. Chloe?
I think a lot of employers also offer life insurance, which is I did have whole life insurance. My dad got it for me when I was like 16 when I didn't even know what it was. He was like, made me sign some papers. I was like, you're going to have life insurance now. I'm like, what does that mean? You're going to kill me and get money? Like what? So I just signed those papers, but he handed it over to me after I graduated college, and I decided to cancel it just because I think whole life insurance was worth it after some research. But I heard, so I'm not a financial advisor, and I think Anthony knows more about this than I do, but term life insurance is good when you have dependents who are young, and like if you pass away by any chance, they need money to like do their thing, right? Like so that's why people get term life insurance, but whole life insurance is probably not worth it. I don't know the exact details of it, but that's just what I hear. Sounds like Anthony's the more expert on this subject.
Yeah, I think Carl said we get insurance in case shit happens. If shit doesn't happen, shouldn't get our money back, right? But you know, right. But look at it, guys. But it's by law. You have, in order to drive, you have to have what? Car insurance, right? In most states, in pretty much the nation, you have to have medical insurance, right? But no one really says, hey, you need to have life insurance. And I think Anthony and Chloe, you guys kind of touched it a little bit, but the rich, the wealthy, and the rich people, the legacy money, have life insurance. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And why do you think society or institutions have not really pushed that?
Well, one, if I'm not sure if you know this, but Walmart actually takes out a life insurance policy on all its employees.
What?
Yeah. So, you know, they hire a lot of elderly. So when they pass on the job, they collect the life insurance. So Walmart collects.
So can I put a life insurance on Carla and D3? And
that's one thing I've never understood. Like, doesn't the person that's having life insurance taken out on them should be able to sign some papers? But apparently listening to Snapped, I just take out life insurance policies on their husbands without their knowledge or upping the policies.
So, you said Snap. You're talking about the show Snap?
Yes. Yeah. Maybe if they're killing the husband, be like, oh, I don't know what happened.
True story. Like I knew somebody on Snap that was stationed with us in Ramstein.
Yeah.
And she killed her husband. Her and her 19-year-old boyfriend killed the husband. Got the insurance money. Lived for like 3 years with a Escalades, buying all of this and that, and then they got caught. So now she's in jail for life, in prison for life. But yeah, people do that on Snap all the time, and she was on Snap. I was like, that was my neighbor.
Wow, wow.
Anyway.
All right, so Chloe, with your vlog, what do you hope to? What's your goal and hope you hope to accomplish with your website?
Honestly, I want to help people like understand their personal finances better. So I focus more on like side hustles and just earning more money and investing your money to make more money for you. But just anything about personal finance, I kind of want to like just show that it's accessible for everyone, and also that hustling's not bad. I know people, D3 mentioned this earlier, but like people talk about hustle culture and how it's toxic. But you do things to help yourself, and if you enjoy it, like I honestly love hustling. I love like working on my blog. I love doing my side hustles and tutoring. So if you love doing it, it's great. Like, make it work for you. And then once you're burnt out, like take a break, do whatever you want. But I want to show people there's a million ways to make more money and a million ways to not have to work your 9 to 5 that you might not necessarily enjoy, because you can always find different ways to make money that actually bring you happiness. So the 9 to 5 doesn't have to be a dreadful wake up at 9 every day. Oh my God, I have to work for the rest of my life.
Right,
there's plenty of ways to earn money.
Well, what's the weirdest side hustle?
Sorry?
What's the weirdest side hustle that you've done?
Weirdest. Ooh, okay. I got in freshman year of college, I was like trying to make money to pay for tuition. So I actually got the bird flu vaccine before it was like real.
What?
Yeah, bird flu was a thing back then. And yeah, so they would pay me $200 to get one dosage, and I think I got 3 dosages, and I just went in for like a checkup, like one checkup after each dosage, and they would be like, "Oh, you seem fine." And I'm still alive, so
wow.
Yeah, it paid really well, because I mean it's like $200 for like an hour and a half time.
Yeah,
but at the same time I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I thought about doing something similar to that when times was tough. Sometimes you get tired of I was in
Oh, sorry, my dad walked in.
No, but there was a time where in college, times was tough. I had $300 to survive the rest of the month with, after paying utilities. So $300 for a month. So what you gonna do? I thought about selling blood. You know, you got a lot of plasma centers and stuff like that too. But I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So nah, I can't do that. But real quick shout out to my cousin Bing. He's a super duper hustler too. I don't think he take days off. He don't make excuses. He make it work. So
yeah. Well, I was this close to selling pictures of my feet.
Lord of mercy.
Wait, man. Hey, look. Listen.
Let's see your feet. Oh, my mom loves feet. Let's see your feet, Floyd.
I got nice feet. I don't know about you guys, but I got nice
I've definitely seen those gigs on Craigslist, because I go on Craigslist gigs once in a while to find other side hustles. They're like, "Oh, we'll pay to get pictures of your feet, or we'll pay to get pictures of your hands." I'm like, what is this?
But before, didn't y'all say they had vending machines in Japan with underwear in them?
Yeah, they do.
They say that.
Yeah, they do. I mean, you know, what's that website where the porn stars went to during the pandemic?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't made just for them. It was made really for celebrities and like Patreon and all that. But all of a sudden, pandemic happened, and of course, the porn industry had to make money somehow, so they took it over. You know, it wasn't meant to be just for porn. But anyways, you know,
you thought about doing one of that for, because you say you used to strip. You thought about doing that?
No. No. What I did, Chloe, maybe back me up, I think it started in Korea, where they had that one 14-year-old kid, maybe 5 years ago, the mukbang, the eating in front of people and stuff.
Yeah, people do that and they get paid big. It's insane.
Dude, she's not really a friend, but here in San Diego, but that's what she does. She has a lot of followers on TikTok, on Instagram, and all that. She's just eating crawdads, crabs and lobster, but kind of like, man, it can't be good for your health, like these.
They eat entire ginormous plates. That seems like for 10 people, it's insane. They eat a ton.
Yeah. But
I might do that then. I might just go in. Because my little clip, I have a small clip of me just making a bowl of cereal, and this for some reason has more views than all my other stuff. And I'm like, really? Y'all into this? Some Lucky Charms? Like,
I think I'm gonna do some what do you call it? ASMR. But instead of eating food or something like that, I'm just gonna do ad libs from different R&B songs, just out the blue, just oh wow.
No, they're doing like sounds on the microphone, throwing the brush and all that. I mean, people paying people to do stuff like that,
Yeah.
So that's a side hustle.
Eating bananas and stuff like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Maybe
Brushing
I
your
should make
hair.
an article about it.
Yeah.
How to make
all right.
money doing ASMR.
Really, I'm going to check that one out because it might be my next YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to see my feet, you can. I have no shame. I can see
He's
my
like, how
feet.
much?
How much though?
Cash at me at
$10.
You gonna be on Twitch
Floyd's
with the
feet.
feet out.
I will autograph my feet.
Emotional, damn it.
Sell it on t-shirts, merch only here on Highway 54.
Go ahead on and get your article up for the Off-Hour Hustle channel. It's like, make money with your feet.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so give it up, everybody, for Chloe.
All right, Chloe.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And her website is offthehustle.com. Actually, I have
Offhourhustle.com.
Off Our Hustle.
offhourhustle.com. Sorry, my bad. Here you go. I think that's the website right there, right? Is that right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and all of our.
Yes. I think it's 2 H's, but yes, perfect.
Yeah, 2 H's at Twitter.com.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Anyways. Cool. All right. So are you guys ready for the fun? Chloe, you can stick around. It's called Poddex, called this or that. I'll do like 2 or 3 questions, 4 or 5 questions, and you guys just give me the answer. You guys ready?
Let's get it.
All right. Here you go.
This episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience and have more meaningful conversations, you're going to want to check out Poddex. Now, if you want to get 10% off your order right now, you can go to poddex.com and type in coupon code. What's the code? Yes, that's the code. Check out poddex.com. Take your podcast to the next level.
All right. One of my favorite, this or that. All right, guys. Here you go. Fruity Pebbles or Captain Crunch?
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah,
Fruity
Fruity
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
I like
Oh
those.
man, am I the only one that likes Captain Crunch?
Just spice the
You
roof.
got a strong, what is that?
Yeah.
Roof of your
Palate.
mouth. Yeah.
Palate.
Yeah,
Strong
yeah.
palate.
I like Captain Crunch. Yep.
Awesome.
Flip flops or tennis shoes?
Tennis shoes.
Jeez.
Flip flops.
We're from California.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
smoking hour, yeah.
Floyd like showing his feet in the flip flop.
I got nice flip flop. I got nice feet, Tony. All right. Tetris or asteroids?
Tetris.
Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah.
Asteroids. iOS or Android?
iOS.
Yes.
Android.
Android.
Emotional damage.
Emotional, damn it.
Oh man. All right. This is a big controversy because few years I've been liking this company here and their coffee. Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
I don't drink
Ooh.
coffee.
Have you had Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
I'm not really a big Starbucks fan. And some of their extra stuff that Carla hit me to was pretty cool. But be honest with you, I like Wawa or Royal Farms coffee better than both of them.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wawa.
I'm gonna go. Only reason that I would go with Starbucks would be because of the options.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I like saying the stuff like a dirty soy chai with blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then when I do get enough points and I get like that $9 drink. But I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee though.
Yes.
I like their actual coffees better.
Yeah. If you haven't tried Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I'm telling you, secret. Not secret, but it's just people don't know. Yeah. Chloe, what do you got? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Starbucks for sure. I actually have never tried Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't know if that's bad, but I'm from the West Coast and I feel like Dunkin' is just not as popular here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, and it's basic.
Just basic coffee.
Yeah. Their basic coffee is better than Starbucks, but as far as like getting all the whips and the salted caramel,
Oh
and
yeah.
macchiatos and
Yeah, for $20. Yeah.
I ain't mad at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Learn or teach?
teach.
Same.
Oh man, that's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather teach it, and
Both.
that way you know that you really learned it.
Yeah.
You still got to learn it to teach it.
Not really.
I like.
It's it to teach it.
Yeah, I like to teach.
I'd rather teach it to somebody else and get their perspective on how they think about it too.
Mm.
All right. According to selfies, filter or no filter?
No filter.
Definitely no filter.
This is all natural, baby.
I mean, did he really?
Tell them, "Ed, don't love me like you do." Don't love me like you
Put this water on. You know what I'm saying? What? Like 2 ounces of water every day.
Water.
Water is water.
Water. No.
Okay, water.
You know what? That's why y'all in
Yeah,
Vegas. That's why y'all in Vegas.
Yeah. As my wrinkles start setting in, it's not very. I don't like blur it out. You know, just a little bit here and there. Filter.
I mean, I do use filters. I'm not gonna say I don't use filters, but I don't feel like I need filters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mustard or mayo?
Mustard.
Mustard for sure. I hate mayo.
What in Japan? In Japan, mayo is everywhere.
Oh really?
It's not like regular mayo. It's the Quippy or Quappy, whatever it's called. Anyways, it's a Japanese mayo.
I'm gonna have to go with mayo.
She likes mayo on her French fries.
Yeah, good. Me and Carla that mayo in Japan.
Yeah.
All right, a couple more. Yoga or CrossFit? I almost died.
Only did yoga.
I almost died in CrossFit.
I'm not gonna front that CrossFit knocked a whole bunch of pounds off when I was trying to and it helped me out with my fitness test too. So
did it? Yeah,
I can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
How
about you? CrossFit.
Yeah, I love working out. So yoga's just too like I don't know. I'm not flexible. I don't like stretching. I don't know, but I do love working out.
The boxing
I'm not super flexible either.
Super
But
hot yoga.
I'm gonna go with gastric bypass. Sorry, is that an option?
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. Probably yoga. I would say yoga.
yeah, I just don't cross. Don't cross my legs.
I'll go with yoga, but then once I lose, CrossFit does knock some pounds off.
Hey.
Dude, I almost died CrossFit. I almost died. Yeah. All right, flat tire or run out of gas?
Tire.
Ooh.
I'd rather tire.
Tire? You have a spare, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Definitely.
Roadside assistance.
I don't carry gas, but I carry a spare.
Yeah. Smart. You got a backup. You run out
of gas. How many times have you guys run out of gas?
Never.
We haven't actually run out of gas. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my car.
One time.
I've never run out.
You've been to a gas station that wasn't selling gas before, and that kind of
yeah.
So.
All right. Day planner or digital calendar?
Digital calendar.
Digital calendar.
Yeah, day planner.
Oh, archaic.
Right? Giraffes on there? You got giraffes on it?
I got giraffes. They are Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Okay.
Chester Cheetah. Okay.
Yeah. That's gonna be one of Floyd's segments called Cheetos with the toes out.
Cheetos.
Emotional damage.
Got cheesy toes.
Cheesy toes.
All right, 2 more here. Coffin or cremation?
Cremation.
Yeah, probably cremation. So they can carry me with them.
I don't even want a funeral for real.
Yeah, they can carry me with them.
I feel like
my YouTube channel.
It is, and like it's kind of creepy, right? I mean, I know I grew up with funerals with the body and all that, but that's not my body no more.
Well, you know, your thrones,
it's not me.
I'm not gonna be there. So I'm not gonna pay for that expensive party.
I don't like the fact that people are be robbing your grave too. That's cool. That's not cool. They'll rob you.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't want.
And they're robbing King Tut's too.
Yeah. All right, last question here for this or that: Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
Christina.
Hey, one more thing, Floyd. I just want to shout out happy birthday to my brother Sean.
Happy birthday!
Here he comes.
Was he 41 years old?
Hey!
Did
he just have a cat with a hair on?
Show your toes. Show your toes.
No, you
Show your toes.
He's like, what the hell, no?
Cover them up. Cover them up.
You don't see them toes, man.
All right. So what was it, Christina or Britney?
Christina.
Christina.
Yeah, she got better range. To me, she got better range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Can we have a big hand for Chloe?
Thank you.
Thank you
Big
for
hand for you
joining
guys,
us.
too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
join us anytime. Every Sunday here, 6 p.m. Pacific time. What time is it on the East Coast? 9?
1 o'clock.
9
10
o'clock,
now.
9 p.m.
Yeah, it's
10 o'clock now?
right now. Yeah, 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah. So you can catch Chloe on offourhustle.com. That is TikTok. That is Facebook. That is soon to be on YouTube, right? We need to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We Anthony B and her will be working on her debut on YouTube. That'll be fun. Well, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah,
Have fun in Vegas. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a big content creator platform coming up on Wednesday. There's going to be about 8 content creators at one time. So, Chloe,
It'll be awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So, yeah, please make sure y'all bring y'all drinks because it's going to be amazing. And take a lot of notes because I know I'm having it.
Awesome. All right, guys. Have a great Sunday. This is the end of March. We'll see you guys in April. It's my birthday month. And yeah, I will be 25 years old.
Lies you tell.
Toes out.
All right, guys. Thank you guys to our listeners. Thank you, Mama Barbara. Who else? Carl. Who else was online?
Flora.
Cousin Bink.
Denver. Cousin Erickson. Flora.
Carl.
Carl. Carl, we'll see you next week, brother.
And
All
Big
right.
Bad B.
All right, guys. Stick around and we'll end it. All right, guys. See you guys next week.
Okay.
All right. Y'all be easy.
See ya.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.